loves, welcome back to my channel. As you could see, or not maybe, I don't know, I was not planning to do a video today. I made my video yesterday about what happened during my surgery and how I had a complication and how I didn't want Adam to know. But there kind of seems to be a theme today, and something else came up about surgery, but it's about when our loved ones go in for surgery and how do we handle it on the outside. So before I get into that topic, let me just introduce myself. My name is Ro. I am the founder of Strong Prison Wives and Families, and I use my years of experience to help prison wives and family members feel educated, empowered, supported, and loved, not only while their loved ones are serving time, but long after they come home and put this behind us. If you stay with me, if you use the exercises that I teach you, you will get out, you will stay out, you will beat statistics, and you will break stigma and live happily ever after. So that was a mouthful. I'm tongue-tied. I'm Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm day 4 after surgery on my septum. This is my second one. You guys can go back and watch the video before this for explanation about that and what was going on through my head while I was under anesthesia. After not speaking to my husband for a week, the facility was in lockdown, and I also had some complications coming out of anesthesia that had me in my head a little bit. But today, I was scrolling through social media, and I saw a post where one of our beautiful SPWF members found out her husband was going in for surgery today, and she didn't know how to handle it. And I just want to preface this by saying I am not throwing anybody under the bus. This is a teaching moment, and it's a learning experience for all of you guys. So I really needed to come in and share this with you. And I didn't know at the time when I was posting, because it was literally one of those situations where they tell you never to do, but I woke up, I'm off of work this week, recovering from my surgery. So I picked up my phone, I started scrolling through Facebook, and I saw this post, thinking it was on the Strong Prison Wives Facebook page or our SPWF private Invisible Shackles page. And so she commented, this prison wife, beautiful friend of mine, commented that he was going in for surgery, and she was really upset because if he was out here, she would be by his side, but she can't even call him, as we all can relate. So one of her friends supportively wrote back and was like, F that, I would be there no matter if they told me I could be there or not. So I came in right behind her, kind of like protective big sister mama bear, and was like, no, do not, in all capitals, do not show up there. And then I felt bad later because I realized it was on her personal page, and I felt like I came in like a bully and scared her whole family, and that was not my intent, and I apologized. And she came in so sweet and was like, no, everybody knows where he is, everybody knows the situation, and thank you. But let me explain why I had such an emotional reaction and was like, no, do not do that. So it comes from a story that happened a long time ago when Adam was in Allenwood, and he had torn his ACL. He finally, after 6 years of no ACL, trying to rehab it on his own because nobody would give him surgery, they denied that it was even torn. They said in the MRI that when they got the results, miraculously, somehow, the ACL wasn't showing because it just rolled up and was hiding behind his meniscus. Well, I have a degree in sports medicine, and I can tell you that is absolutely 100% humanly not possible, but we're not even going to get into that on this video. That is something for another video. So the point is, they finally said that he could go in and get a meniscus tear fixed, not his ACL tear fixed. I'm sorry, that was a different surgery. And so I was brand new to this, and I was talking to one of my girlfriends about it, and she's like, girl, we gotta go. She's like, it doesn't matter if you can see him or not, just him knowing that you're downstairs in the waiting room and knowing that somebody he loves is around will be, I would think, would be supportive for him, would make him feel better. And I know just 4 days ago, when I was in surgery, knowing my sister was downstairs was helpful to me, even though she wasn't there holding my hand by my side. Having somebody I love and support in the general vicinity, God forbid something happened, was so much more supportive for me. So we have CoreLink's email in the federal system. I made a video. I will post it somewhere on this video or in the bar down below, all about CoreLinks, what it is, how often to use it, and what our schedule is between me and Adam, between CoreLinks, email messages, and snail mail by request of a member. So I will post that. But at the time, I sent him an email message, and I was like, let me know when and where, what time, and I will be downstairs. Even if you can't see me, I need to be there for you. And I got a very firm, like, he was very gracious, but very firm email back and was like, absolutely not. That is a major security risk. And it can actually depending on who's there. Now, let me preface this again by saying this is the federal system, so I can guarantee in the feds. I know different state systems are different. Maybe different counties are different. There was one girl that posted that she got special permission to go sit in surgery when her sister was locked up in prison or getting surgery. So this isn't fail-safe across the board, but this I think would be 95% of the time. I had another girlfriend whose husband was in the state system who was actually basically in hospice. They were dying, and she had to go through the ringer just to get special visits, not surgery, to say goodbye to her dying husband. So I know this is across the board, most places. I've spoken to a few people in different states, and they have the same situation as me. So it's not 100%, but it's probably 95%. That you can potentially risk getting him an escape charge. It is 100% a violation of safety and security for a family member to show up at the facility where an inmate is getting surgery without prior approval. Most likely they will not even tell you when the surgery is or where the surgery is. Usually, at least again, what happens in the feds is they will bring them into the hole. They will bring them into solitary confinement the night before or a few days before. So the family does not know. The higher risk, the higher profile the inmate, so somebody like a lifer, somebody with maybe a homicide charge, somebody with, let's say, a sex offense charge, will probably be treated more securely than somebody with a lower level crime. Adam used to have a black box security on him, meaning that he was the highest level security because of the amount of time. And the feds, the way they do it is over a certain amount of years, no matter what the crime is. Nobody was hurt, nobody was injured, killed, anything like that. Nobody was hurt, let's just say. I don't want to diminish his crime, but nobody was hurt during his crime, but he was given 213 years because of mandatory minimum sentencing laws. So he was automatically the highest profile. He was automatically a black box offender, meaning on top of his handcuffs when he's being moved, they would put a little black box, so it's just extra secure. Point is, especially for somebody like that, you will not know when, you will not know where, and please do not try to find out. And if you do find out, please do not show up. You will do nothing but cause problems. You are potentially putting yourself at risk for getting a charge, for getting him an escape charge, which adds time to his sentence, which gives him extra criminal points. So I had a friend whose husband had an escape charge because he walked out of a halfway house. So his time was over, he was done, walked out of the halfway house, didn't go back in time. That was considered an escape charge, was charged just as if he plotted and escaped outside of a maximum security prison. There's no difference between the two. It's just an escape charge on your record. Went up criminal history points, got another years down the road, caught another case, and had to go up into a penitentiary and was given more time, was given no halfway house, was given no extra programming because of this escape charge. You do not want that. Do not do it. You're putting him at risk. You're putting yourself at risk. I don't know if you'll catch charges for that, but depending on the facility, the inmate, and maybe your history, they're not going to play. Especially you guys, 100%. I know that there are 200,000, I think, people in the federal system. So I am speaking to you ladies especially, and gentlemen especially, who have family members where mine is in the federal system. Do not do it, please. And again, no shade. I am not throwing anybody under the bus. I am not making a big deal out of nothing. I just saw this online. It kind of felt the theme with surgery this week. And I wanted to really, really pass along this lesson because as people who are supporters of those inside, we want to support them in any way we can. So first thing that comes to mind is, oh my gosh, if he's in surgery, I will be there no matter what it takes. Don't do it. You're causing a problem. You're going to get him in trouble. You're going to get yourself in trouble. You could potentially risk getting more time. You could potentially risk getting him moved up a level. It's no fun. So I don't want to keep just rehashing the same thing. Just don't do it. If you have any questions about that, if you have any questions about, first of all, his surgery, what it's on, anything like that, call the facility. Try to speak to his counselor or his case manager or whatever that's called in the state systems and get your information that way. Get it through him. Believe me, he will get in touch with you as soon as he can. I know for me, when Adam had his surgery, he had a friend call me and tell me that he was fine. Another time, one of his friends had surgery and I'm friends with his wife. He was still kind of loopy. He had gotten back there. So I was getting a play-by-play from my husband and passing that along to this man who had surgery to his wife, so she could know he was okay, but he was too loopy to get to the computers or to the phone to call her. So there are ways for you to find out that they're fine. Again, case manager, counselor is going to be your best bet. Getting a friend or a mutual friend at the facility safely. We can go into that another time, but safely, you know, somebody that you both trust, somebody that he trusts, somebody that will relay information, and that's it. That will be super helpful, especially if it's through their wife. So, you know, if he has a friend on the inside that he can give information to the wife and the wife contacts you, sometimes that's a little bit less sticky or tricky than getting him to contact you directly. I have contact with a few people. If it's somebody that is like family or family to you, that's fine. I'm not going to keep this too long. I will be back with more love as soon as possible. You guys, and I'm feeling a lot better today, a little bit less swelling. My headache is a lot better. I haven't even needed Tylenol today. Actually, the pain that I'm experiencing right now is some major hip pain and lower back sciatica pain from sitting because I can't really do that much. So this morning I got up, I went for about an hour long walk. It was kind of towards the end, I forgot a tissue, so I was getting a little bit sweaty on this tape and kind of needing to wipe my nose a little bit. So it got a little bit uncomfortable, but I got home, felt much better, showered, tried to wash my face around the tape. I actually used a little bit of hyaluronic acid because I can't really wash in there, it hurts. So that's making me feel more clean, because if you think about it and you don't wash your face and you don't get rid of those dead skin cells, then it builds up on there and it just feels gross. And so my sister had this from her last surgery, and me with my first surgery, is that your skin just kind of goes out of whack, and for a few weeks it takes a little while to get back to normal. So I'm trying to avoid that. So that's it. I'm at the point with no washing hair that I'm in the Dutch braids, and we will see how long this lasts before either I go to, my friend had a great idea when she had LASIK. She went to a barber shop and got her hair washed for, I think, only $5. She said they did a great job. My only fear is she had LASIK, so it's just her eyes. Leaning back like that with dripping. Is this disgusting? Do you guys want to hear this? I'm just giving you my updates. That might cause a problem. So I might just either try to do it myself with the shower head, go to a salon or a barbershop, or just rough it. Who cares? I mean, believe me, I want to wash my hair when I can't wash my hair, but you guys know me. It's like a special event when I wash my hair more than once a week. Truth. You guys keep staying strong, keep loving strong, keep supporting one another through this journey, because you're one day closer to it all being behind you. Until then, make sure that you click the little subscription box below and ding the notification bell so you are always notified when I make a new video. And also, let me know what you want to hear. If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you have comments, anything you want me to talk about, whether it be anything prison wife related, which is what I usually talk about, beauty, fitness, all that stuff. I am game for anything. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.